It's the Sandia Casino. It also has an RV resort to it. We're about 5 miles, I guess, from the Tram. Pretty country though.
The resort is right there, the RV.
Oh yeah. They actually have a couple RVs there, right by the golf course.
In the dust.
Yep.
Pretty.
Okay, we're almost there.
Relax.
Yeah, smell the barbecue. Anyway, we're coming up on the Tram. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes up the hill.
2 miles.
2 miles.
You have arrived at your destination. On the right side, Sandia Peak Aerial Tramway.
Pretty cool architecture. Sure don't see that in Fort Lauderdale. And this is Sandia Peak's world's longest tram rail. Or tramway, I guess. Anyway, more from the top. Here she is getting ready for her climb to the top. I guess they have a restaurant at the bottom and a restaurant at the top. Each tramway ride is 15 minutes long, top to the bottom. Anyway, more in a minute.
Getting the tram there for him.
Well, welcome aboard, folks. My name is Daniel. I'll be the conductor on the ride up. Any first timers?
Yes.
Mine too. No, I'm kidding. I've been here about a year, so I hope my speech and my voice on the way up does not bother you. But in 1966, at a cost of just over $2 million. To give you an estimate of what it would cost us in today's economy, back in 1997, we replaced all of our cables for $1.9 million. It costs about $40 to $50 million today to build this. It took about 5,000 helicopter flights to complete the entire tram. But if you look out of either side of the cabin about now, look down, you're going to notice we're going to be going over what looks like a really large hiking trail. That trail is going to go to the opposite side of the cabin from me, and it's going to follow right alongside us up to Tower 1. That's the original access road we used in the 60s to bring manpower and material up to build Tower 1. Tower 1 stands over 200 foot tall, has an 18-degree lean back toward Albuquerque to give us a little smoother ride as we go over the top, but we are going to experience a forward and backward swing.
You do realize I'm scared of heights.
Oh, then you're the best one to throw your hands up about now and say, wee!
Oh, I love this Batman. Sorry, Bob.
That was fun.
Okay, if you look out the opposite side of the cabin from me and take your gaze to the top of that first hill we're passing, you might notice a large boulder up there perched about a 45-degree angle. As we get away from it, that boulder is going to start looking like a cannon about to fire on the Sandia mountain. So of course we named it Cannon Rock. Cannon Rock there is the same size as this tram car.
Cannon Rock?
Cannon Rock. Okay, if you look out my side, just over my shoulder here, you're going to notice another. From the base to the top stands almost 8 stories tall.
I don't.
Wow.
Now about that bear I was talking about earlier. Our large animal up here are bear, mountain lion, mule deer, and bobcat. A lot of the smaller animals we have at the top are chipmunk, squirrel, porcupine, raccoon, skunk, which you will smell before you see. And we can have up to 200 different species of bird up there. Tower 2 here is only 80 feet tall, but both towers are embedded 40 feet into the face of the mountain. Take a look around, you might notice something's missing. Everybody got quiet. There's no access road. It was impossible to build one to this point. So 3,000 of those 5,000 helicopter flights I mentioned were dedicated to this tower. It's getting a little breezy, so I need everybody in the front to do me a favor. But now for the most original name we could come up with for things around here, we are entering Big Canyon. Okay, the other tram is coming up on my side. It's a good photo opportunity. If you're not taking pictures, wave to them, blow them a kiss, make them feel loved.
He's good.
But as we pass, we will be about our halfway point. That's because the cables that are pulling them are the same cables pulling us right now.
These mountains up here and all fun.
There they go. If you notice, that cabin's riding a little bit lower than us. It took me up until about a week ago to figure out why the cabin that comes off the mountain is lower than the one going up. Then it hit me. The food at the restaurant at the top is amazing.
Okay, that's fun.
Okay, everybody along the windows, put your faces up against them, give me something to clean, and look down.
Do you want me to cute?
We are now at our highest point off the ground.
Wow.
That's just over 990 feet. That's almost the height of the Empire State Building. Really?
Wow.
Okay, but as you're looking out there, if you're anything like me, I kind of doubted I'm a dork if you haven't been able to tell by now. But you might notice a lot of those trees out there look like they'd make amazing Christmas trees if you had 120-foot ceilings. Quite a few of those trees are 100 to 115 foot tall.
We passed the TWA.
No, that's the last area from the bottom to the top. During the summer season, we get a lot of rock climbers that will hike out here and climb that.
Crazy.
I'm an amateur climber, been climbing about 2 years, but even if I was an expert, and because the guys I climb with are nuts, you wouldn't catch me on that rock face right there. 85 to 95% of those climbers, including my buddies, will free climb it. No ropes, no anchors.
They're on crack.
Yeah. My life's not the greatest, but I still love it. Okay, take a look around at all of these granite faces. You might notice there's an odd pink color to them all. That's a potassium mineral. It's a small crystal called feldspar. About 15 minutes before sunset, the sun's rays will hit this side of the sand. You might make out what looks like a cabin. You can see the square feature, a couple of the windows. That's called the Kiwanis cabin. That was built in the early 30s by the CCC, which is the Civilian Conservation Corps. 2 reasons out of many I know of why they built that. One was if the weather got bad up here where they were working, they had a warm, dry place to go. The other reason, they got tired of traveling up and down and around the mountain every day on some really nasty dirt roads, so they would stay in that at night. First cabin they built burnt down. Second cabin they built, because of the high winds up there, blew away. So the third little piggy got smart, built that one. 360-degree view of over 11,000 square miles. That's about 9% of the state of New Mexico. You can get some pretty amazing pictures. How long does it take you to walk? Neat displays along the walls that will tell you a lot about the mountain. Take that red walkway to the left, you'll make it to the High Finance restaurant. Amazing food, amazing view. Trams leave between right away and every 15 minutes, depending on how many customers we have waiting. You do not have to be on the next one down. You can spend the rest of the day up here. Last one down is going to be about 10 o'clock tonight. I would recommend at least being on that one.
You could tell them we are going in the cabin up there.
Yeah, sure. We're gonna walk a mile and a half to that cabin.
It's made of rock. It's a Flintstone cabin.
Yeah. We probably won't be able to film inside it, so you probably won't see it on my video. But we're gonna go there. What do you say? We're at 10,000 some feet?
Yeah. We're 5 miles above sea level.
2 miles.
2 miles? Oh. Sorry, guys.
That's right.
It's 5 in Canadian money. There they go. Woo-hoo.
There they go.
So that's a rig.
Yeah, it's a little warm to ski, but they got them running.
Maybe just trying to work the bugs out.
This is the restaurant. It's supposed to be very good.
Restaurant and tavern. Activity.
Do not attempt to feed the wildlife with yourself or your sandwich. Danielle. This is the south view, and those little pipes, if you look through them, will show you what you're looking at. I obviously can't do that with the camera. But these are the peaks to the south. They have a Mount Taylor. I'm going to try to get it through the pipe.
On the west view. This one.
You see it?
Are we there yet?
The other colors? The shadow.
Oh, but they do like it.
Throw it on the ground and leave it.
And this is the view from, I guess, would be the north side. Okay, well, ever the explorer, Danielle wanted to come down this trail.
Blame.
You can see there's quite a drop.
Hopefully he will come back.
It reminds me of our trek up the mountain in Alaska. Some people were on this trail to that cabin, and it took them 3 hours.
A round trip.
Round trip.
Amazing. Oh.
There we go. Okay, we're filming. Elevation 10,378 feet. Although Danielle's not that tall.
You're right, it is.
Yep. Next job. Look, it's big. It's a gable.
Maybe a canyon. It's that first deep ravine we come up to. See that rock face right there, that point? Nope. Right out that way. Okay. It's right in front of that first rock point. I'd asked why I did. Yes, I did. I think it's inch 5/8. And the one in the center one is inch and give or take a little bit. This phone, don't let it scare you. I'm just talking to the driver at the bottom because I don't want to bump a tower. And if I do bump a tower, it's just like when you guys came into the dock, it'll just be a little bump, but I can get in really big trouble. If I scream and I'm on that phone, then you're worried.
Wait, how do you prevent from bumping a tower?
The driver will slow me down.
Okay.
I call in my distance away from the tower. I'll be like, I'm 60 feet and I'm swinging 8 inches.
Okay.
So anything over a 6-inch swing, I have to be on the phone. We have an 18-inch clearance. So I have been here a year and have not made that crew yet. I think there's only 2 of us here that have not made it.
Okay.
If not, there's one more step.
Pretty cool, huh? Back to all your friends.
Bush, there's some rock, there's some dirt.
No, that's okay.
Brown and big. That'd be nice.
You wonder.
It's kind of sitting there.
Yeah, you wonder if okay, when it's gonna go
Like that one looks like it has a whole mini wow. So I want to try to see if we have like staring at
You would not. I could have multi-millions of dollars and not buy a house here. I'm a poor boy and I just bought a house, 3-bedroom, east side of the mountain, 2.5 acres. I can walk out on my deck and not see my neighbors. That's, oh yeah. You would not catch me living in Mines. Yep. Plus, those houses are big enough, you might lose your spouse for about a week. But that might be the good thing.
Turn left on Trails Road, Banyan 448.
Give you an idea of the architecture.